Hi Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your November 21st to the 30th, 2018 reading for you. Now, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and if you can see, I am using, well, as you can see, I am using a different set of cards. This is the Bitty Tarot mini deck, which I love because it fits in my hand so nicely, instead of the Llewellyn Tarot deck, which is what I usually use. So I hope you enjoy them as much as I do. They're absolutely beautiful. They have more of a classical mythology feel to it, more Greco-Roman Egyptian. Very, very lovely. Absolutely beautiful. Very clean lines. And so we're going to see what your 10 days, November 21st to the 30th, have in store for you using this deck. And if you would like to book a private reading with me, all that information will be in the description box below. I've also already shuffled and meditated upon the cards off camera, had my little quiet time with them. So don't worry that was the only shuffling being done. Okay, interesting. Okay. Oh, I love it. There you are, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Oh, wow. Well, that's beautiful. All right, you have been fighting hard, working hard, Gemini, and you are actually seeing, you are seeing the fruits of your labor pay off. So I don't want you to get nervous that there's the Five of Wands here and the Five of Cups, because those are a bit more, they're not, well, I don't want to say negative, because, negative isn't always a bad thing, but like negative energy, like negative charge with energy can be empowering and everything like that. But here it's more harmful, more problematic, a bit of a challenge. That's the word, challenging. These are two more challenging cards that we're looking at here. But all around them are absolutely beautiful cards that are coming. So I want you to know that you are overcoming. You might be finding difficulties. You might be finding, times where you sit there and look at things and you think, yeah, okay, fine. Dane says that I'm going to succeed. Dane says that, things are going to move forward and I'm going to have prosperity and fertility in my life. And I don't mean children, though for some of you that might be the case, but there's a sense of being able to create what it is that you want and really focusing on what it is that you desire and having love and joy coming in as you achieve what you've been fighting for. It's almost as if you've been working so hard at something, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, that sometimes you lose track that you're actually making headway. And you sit there and you think, okay, I should be doing so much more. I should be so much further along than I am. And instead of looking at everything that you have succeeded at, everything that you have overcome and achieved, you look at everything that hasn't been achieved or how long it's taking you, and you're being hard on yourself, but you're also letting other people's, negative energy, or, well, we're not using the word negative, harmful energy, kind of sorrow-filled energy, get you down. So don't do that. And I know that's really easy to say and not really easy to do, but you are focusing on what it is that you want, and you are moving forward towards your greater desire. That's what you're doing, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. You are moving forward towards your greater desire. The Five of Cups here is saying that there is a tendency to look at all the times you were betrayed, all the times that you were hurt in the past, and you're sitting there and you're saying, you know what? Nothing good is ever going to come out of this. It's taking so long. You have a dream, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. I don't know what it is. It's either, it's in any aspect of your life or every aspect of your life. You have a dream, or it may be that a dream had you, okay? And you have had this desire since as long as you can remember. And it might be for work, it might be for recreation, it might be for in your family life. There is something that you want. And you're sitting there and you're looking at the fact that it hasn't quite happened yet. And you're believing that that means that it will never happen. And I want to tell you right here and right now that that's not the case at all. Looking at all the hardships that you've had, looking at the fact that maybe it's taking you longer than you thought it would, isn't taking away from the fact that you have the Two of Cups right behind you. The Three of Cups, which could mean that you're not looking at the celebration that you have, because with this deck, I look at the Three of Cups as a celebration. In the Llewellyn Tarot deck, I see it as kind of a betrayal. But as a betrayal. But here, it's not. It's looking at all the ways that you haven't been able to celebrate. Seeing the cups spilt and seeing sorrow. Instead of looking behind you and seeing the love, the joy, the happiness that is coming into your life. It's almost as if you are so focused on looking at things one certain way, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, that you're having trouble changing your point of view and seeing the fact that you are achieving, you are succeeding, and you are moving forward in the way that you will actually bring you to your end goal of love and joy and happiness and healing and prosperity. Okay? So you have to be kinder to yourself as you're embracing what it is that you want, because there's this fertility. And I know when I say fertility, people always think of children, but it's not just being able to have children. It's sitting there, because if you don't want children and you're sitting there and you're saying, that's not something that resonates with me, you are able to create what it is that you want in your life. This is being creative. This is having an attitude of manifestation. And this is looking at things and saying, this is what I want. Look at the pomegranate. All right. You are embracing that wisdom. You are embracing the power that comes when you see a pomegranate. Because and I know that sounds funny, but in Greek mythology, Persephone eats a pomegranate and it binds her to the underworld to live with Hades, the god of the underworld, live in Hades. So you are sitting there and you're looking at all your prosperity, all the joy and the happiness that you can be embracing. And you might feel that you've actually gotten tricked to be somewhere that you didn't want to be. But the thing is that it's actually bringing you closer to your goals. So there might be a misfortune that happened. There might be many misfortunes that have happened. And many times where you sit there and you look at things and say, Dane, how can I possibly succeed? How can I possibly achieve when so many things have gone wrong? Well, the things have gone wrong because it's actually getting you towards things going right. And that might sound odd, but nothing happens by accident. And you are moving forward, embracing your joy, your knowledge, and your understanding. You're becoming more and more of what it is that you desire, and you're creating something absolutely beautiful. And it's going to be it's not out of despair, but it's a little bit out of despair. It's a little bit out of, things not moving forward the way that you thought they would, things not happening in the time frame that you thought. But remember, spirit doesn't have the same time frame that we do as human beings. When you look at things and we as human beings count the seconds and the minutes, spirit doesn't. It says you are going to achieve, you are going to succeed. And know that that is enough. Know that that is enough. Know that you are able to have the prosperity that you want in your life coming forward. And just as Persephone got to spend half her time in the underworld and then half her time in the mortal world or in Olympus, that is what you're going to be able to do. It's almost as if by embracing the duality of your nature, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, you're able to overcome obstacles. There's going to be a sense of feeling as if you're fighting for everything that you get. There's going to be arguments and there's going to be disagreements. And with the Five of Wands, when I see this, it could be that something small happens. Some little disagreement happens and it blows up into something huge. So be aware of that. Be aware that that could happen, because somebody might say something at a time where you're feeling very vulnerable, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, and it might just be the exact wrong thing at the exact right time. And that really blows things up. But it also makes you address what it is that you want from your life. Because it doesn't have to be an argument. It doesn't have to be that you fight with other people. It could be something internally, which actually is what I think it is. Something internally where you sit there and you wind up feeling as if you're at war with yourself, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Your dual nature is going to come in, and you're going to sit there and think, how do I move forward? How am I going to embrace what it is that I want? How am I going to achieve? And why is it taking so long? And by sitting there and actually getting angry, because anger is also passion, right? Nothing is done in life without passion. So you're embracing the passion of what it is that you want. You're embracing your desire to move forward. And by doing so, you are achieving what it is that you want from life. And by getting angry and by clearing the air, if this is an argument that you're going to be having with somebody else, you're able to move forward. And then you have the Queen of Cups here, which this could be representative of a water sign, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. But this is also saying that you are embracing love. You are embracing joy, like a rainbow coming and filling your cup. The stars, I like to think of these stars as your ancestors looking at you and kind of blessing you, kind of like stardust falling down on you and sitting there and saying, you have this. You have the fishtail here, Okay, she's a mermaid, which is pretty awesome. But you're able to embrace and swim in the currents and in the waters of emotions without being swept away. And that's beautiful for you, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, because you feel things so intensely. And you have that dual nature to you that, you know, one side of you wants to be very analytical and one side of you, it wants to be very emotional. And now you're coming together and you're sitting there and you're saying, this is how I'm moving forward. And you're embracing love and kindness for yourself, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, because you embrace it for other people. Though when you're done with fools, you're done with fools. When you sit there and you kind of write a person off, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, you're done. You're sitting there and there's no coming back from it. You will give people second chances, third chances, fourth chances, but once they do something that crosses the line, you're sitting there and you're like, no, no more. You know, once shame on me, twice shame on me. What do they say in The Sopranos? I'm not Jesus and I don't have Alzheimer's, so forgive and forget doesn't apply to me. I love that saying. I love that show. So that's what you're embracing here. You are moving forward knowing what it is that you want. Love and kindness for yourself. Know that people that you have loved are looking down at you and seeing that you are embracing and knowing that you are moving forward in success. And they're kind of cheering you on here, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. The Knight of Swords is you. You are an air sign. You're represented by the swords in the tarot, in the Minor Arcana deck. And I love that she's riding a Pegasus and going into battle. Okay? Makes me think almost of Hercules. You are embracing your strength. You are embracing your desire. And you're letting nothing stand in your way. Your passion, your ferocity of spirit, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, is giving you wings. And you are achieving. Now, don't act as quickly as you want to, because there's a sense of just absolute motion with this card. Absolutely moving forward, desiring it, wanting it, and obtaining it. Think just a little bit more. Sit there and kind of plan things out, because you have such beauty here and you have such a sense of serenity with these cards, that this action just needs to be balanced just a little bit, because as you move forward, as you achieve what you want, actually, as you kind of destroy this doubt, this fear, and this negativity within you, and I know I said negativity again, trying to change the words that I use, this harmfulness within you, this kind of seed of doubt, you are attacking it. And that's beautiful. So for that, in that sense, you know, go head on. But also remember to be kind to yourself, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Love, prosperity, knowing that you are achieving your goals. And this could also be, you know, for those of you who are interested in meeting someone, this is meeting someone who is loving and caring and kind and down to earth. And it doesn't matter, this is the Queen of Cups. It's just looking for that person and meeting that person who has just love and serenity at their center. After a time of heartbreak, after a time of pain, after a time of feeling that it's never going to come. In work, there's something that you are achieving, there's something that you are creating that is really going to move you forward, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, either at work, at home, you know, in something in your recreational time, that's something that you want to start creating in your life. That's what you're going to be able to create. The Four of Swords is saying that you need time to relax. You need to be kind to yourself. And with the Four of Swords, there was, in medieval times, okay, knights, when they would come back from campaign or come back from crusade or fighting, whatever they were doing, the richer ones would have their coffins made. And when they would come back, and they would be alive, of course, they would lay in their coffins, because they could have come back dead. They could have lost everything. And so by laying in their coffins, by laying in the tombs that they had created for them, they were acknowledging all the blessings that they have in their life, and resting and kind of communing with a higher spirit and saying, thank you for letting me move forward. Thank you for letting me still be here so I am able to achieve my goals. And that's what you're doing, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. You're resting, you're relaxing, but you're also having an attitude of gratitude, sitting there and saying, thank you, because you have overcome so much. You have fought, you have failed, but you are succeeding. And you're not letting failures, because it's not bad to fail. What's bad is never to try. And that's what you're embracing here. And because you are embracing this attitude of success, this attitude of gratitude, of knowing your mind and yourself in your prosperity, of embracing your love and creating what it is that you want, and having this duality of nature come together, of kind of the light and the dark, the moon and the sun. You can't have one without the other. And that's what you're embracing within yourself. And because of that, you're able to create, knowing that those who look down on you from above, are blessing you, are wanting you to achieve and succeed. The Seven of Cups is having prosperity come. And at times it might be overwhelming. You have prosperity of self. You're seeing the truth behind the mask of things. Okay? Flexibility of mind and spirit. Prosperity. Royalty of self. Knowing that you have the divine right to move forward. Victory and courage. You're embracing this. You're moving forward in this knowledge. And at times it's going to be completely overwhelming. And at other times it's going to feel as if you're on the absolute right path. Nothing is going to stop you. The Chariot here and the Empress are your two major arcana cards. You are moving forward in success. You are moving forward in bounty. You are balancing the scales. You are looking at everything. Okay, think of these two here are sphinxes. So you're looking at the riddles of life. You're looking at the way things move forward. You're looking at how things can be confusing, but nothing is getting in your way. You're braver and bolder than you ever give yourself credit for, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. So here, it's almost as if you are relooking, reprocessing your whole entire life, looking at things and saying, I'm not coming from a place of lack. You're letting go of this warring feeling, okay, of fighting with others. Okay, know that for some of you, this could be a fight that's coming, something small that gets absolutely blown up, and it's going to be intense, but you are going to move forward from it. Okay, it isn't going to be devastating. It is just going to be intense. But for others of you, this is a sense of warring within yourself. I really do feel that's more the message here than anything else. This is very much a message for you, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, to let go of the inner battle, or to acknowledge the inner battle and say, you know what, it's not holding me back. I'm going to succeed. I'm putting down all the doubts and the fears that I have, all the ways that I am seeing on this earthly realm that I could fail, and I'm letting it go. And yes, I have failed before. Yes, I haven't succeeded, and that's where this doubt and this inner battle is coming from. But I have to change my point of view because love is coming in. Love is moving me forward. Love is moving you forward, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Change your point of view. Don't look at the negativity. Don't look at the despair. Don't look at the times where people didn't cheer you on or when you feel as if you let others down. No, look at the healing love that's behind you because that's going to move you forward. And you are attacking these harmful thoughts, these sorrowful thoughts, and you are sitting there and you're almost like Hercules, but not when Hercules went into his madness. Hercules, when he knew that he could achieve anything, when he knew that he had strength and power on his side, when he knew that he was blessed by the gods. You are blessed by a divine power. It's giving you wings, it's moving you forward, and you're embracing what it is that you love. Know that the stars are kind of cleansing you. There's a sense of you moving forward in the healing waters. Okay? I really do feel from these cards here, when I see the stars falling down on these women, it's almost as if your ancestors, the higher powers from above, but I think your ancestors, when you think, will they be happy with what I have done? Will people sit there and be proud of what I am achieving? The answer is yes. They're blessing you. They're moving you. They're encouraging you to move forward. And that's what you're doing. Also, the healing waters. You're going with the tide. You're achieving what it is that you want to achieve. You're embracing love and light. Know that recharging your battery through being near the ocean, if you can be, or even just an Epsom salt bath, cleanses you, grounds you, moves you forward. And that's what you're embracing. You're embracing this grounding that is making you follow what it is that you love. Not making you, but letting you, helping you to follow what it is that you love, clearing your energy, clearing yourself. And you're looking and you're really seeing all the ways that you have succeeded, all the ways that you have achieved. This is sitting there. And think of it as the medieval story that I told, where knights would come back from being on crusade, from being on campaign, and they would they would lay in their coffins, and they would give thanks for the fact that they are still alive, giving thanks for you, the fact that you are still moving forward, that you are still able to achieve what it is that you want to achieve. An attitude of gratitude is what you're embracing. And by embracing this gratitude, by embracing what it is that you want, you have this fertility of self. For those of you who want to start a family, this is a great sign. For those of you who want to create something more in your life, who want to start creating a dream that you have always had, and I believe that this is a dream that has had you. Okay, you haven't had the dream. It's almost as if you were born with this desire in your soul. And it doesn't have to be something big. It doesn't have to be changing the world. But you would have this desire to move forward, and you're now embracing it, blessing it. and the elements of dark and light, the moon and the sun coming together. You're embracing both parts of you, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, and you're bringing yourself peace and harmony. You're moving forward knowing that abundance is coming and knowing that you are stronger than you ever give yourself credit for. You're not letting the riddles of life hold you back. You're embracing your success, and you are embracing what it is that you want. Your subconscious message is the Magician. If you believe it, Gemini, you have all the tools within your power to achieve it. There is absolute prosperity moving you forward. There is a never-ending amount of success with you. Know what you want and know that as above, so below. As you believe it, so it will be achieved. You have everything. You have the wand in your hand. You have this, well, here you have the wand in your hand. You also have the sword, the wand, the pentacle, the cup on your table, on your altar. You are creating and have all the tools to create the future that you desire. And you're going to be acknowledged for it, because the Magician isn't somebody who hides away. The Magician is somebody who is seen. So know that it might not be, crowds of adoring fans, success, but it's a success that people will acknowledge. And even if it's just one person, it builds you up. It lets you know that by embracing positive thinking and, joyful thinking and loving energy, you are able to achieve your dreams. And this isn't happening overnight. This isn't, saying that within these 10 days that everything is just going to be coming up roses. It's saying that you're getting closer and closer, and you are embracing the fact that you have endless skills. And instead of looking at everything that you don't have, looking at yourself from a place of lack, you're looking at yourself from a place of prosperity. And that's what's going to lead you forward, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. All right. Well, I hope this reading has resonated with you. Hope you have enjoyed the cards. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. Bye.